Hey, come closer for a second. I want to talk to you the way I wish someone had talked to me before I upgraded. You know that moment when your setup feels like it's holding you back, but you keep trying to squeeze one more project, one more game, one more edit out of it? If you're here looking at the EVO-X2, you're already past that phase. You're the kind of person who notices speed before it's even mentioned, the kind of person who can feel when a machine is built for people who refuse to settle. Check the current price and stock while you listen, because this one moves around more than you think. There's this point you hit where you finally admit your old system isn't just slow, it's costing you momentum. That was me. Boot times dragging. Multitasking choking. Stream stuttering if I even looked at another window. Switching to this mini powerhouse felt like stepping out of traffic and suddenly having an empty highway all to yourself. That moment when everything opens instantly, when your whole workflow breathes again, you feel it in your shoulders. Daily use is where this thing truly shifts your expectations. You jump between 4 displays without thinking. You scrub timelines, run AI tools, build out scenes, maybe play something demanding at the end of the night, and it all feels unfairly smooth. Even simple things, launching apps, transferring files, swapping screens, feel different. Faster in a way you can sense, not in a way you measure. Once you experience that kind of responsiveness, it's impossible to imagine going back to something that hesitates. Before you forget, check the price right now so you don't get hit by those random spikes or weird stock drops that always show up at the worst time. If you're hesitating, it's probably because you're thinking, do I really need something this strong? But that's the funny part. The moment you own it, you stop thinking about whether you needed it and start wondering why you waited. And there's a surprise most people don't expect: it stays cold and quiet even when you're pushing it. That gives you this calm confidence, like the system is always ahead of you instead of trying to keep up. And yes, there's a feeling you get when you own a machine on this level. You sit down at your desk and it changes the energy. It makes your setup feel intentional, premium, like you finally matched your tools to your standards. Daily speed becomes natural, multitasking feels limitless, your workspace looks cleaner, workflows become lighter, stress slowly disappears. The only real downside is that it might spoil you and it might make your older devices feel painfully slow at some point. You stop comparing specs and alternatives and admit you already know the one you actually want. Every time you consider something weaker, it circles back to this. So don't let this turn into one of those upgrades you delay and regret later. If the EVO-X2 fits the way you work, and I think you already know it does, go check the price while it's still available.